on 3, Alvin. This is brand new. This series just dropped on Netflix called Two Husband and One Wife. And this series, it is going to be like a kind of a weekly series. And only the first pilot episode dropped on Netflix. And the next episode is coming on April 17. Afterward, more episode will come. So this show, honestly, when I saw this was coming, even from the name, when I heard that, I was like, wow. I was wondering what is it about, and after watching the first episode, I am like here, like, wow. This is one of the show, when you watch it, you feel like, wow, the concept for this show is just really weird. But when you watch it, it really makes sense, like what is going on. So that's really surprising, if I'm being honest, because I didn't thought I will like where this show was going. But after watching the first episode, yeah, I could check out the next episode, I'm thinking. So in this show, you see this real estate agent. She lives with her like boyfriend, and she's been with him for a long time, and she is dreamed to get married to him one day. But we see this guy, he's kind of like a really kind of like the scared person. He's really scared to commit and everything. And this girl, she dreams to get married, I guess. So these two people, they're on basically very two different page in this series starts with. Then we see when one day, I guess this couple, when they go to the wedding, and basically this guy like proposed her that in their relationship they should add one more person, like in their marriage. And basically he just proposed that to her. And when he said that to her, I was like, what the heck is he saying? She had the same reaction in the show, like, what is he saying? This guy, he sounds like a chicken who doesn't want to get married, I guess. That's what I also was thinking. And the character in the show is also thinking same thing. So yeah, this show is very self-aware, like what is it asking audience to believe? Because like, how can you believe that? So later on, of course, they meet this guy who is up for this, like he's interested into this relationship we see. And he's kind of like, he is also really kind of like a nice person. He is looking for someone to get married. And when this proposal come to him, he's like, oh, okay, it doesn't sound that bad, okay. That's what he's also thinking. So this show creates this atmosphere for the audience. You feel weird, the characters feels weird, and everything, it feels weird. But somehow when it goes on the show, because it's such a like self-aware, what is it asking here, I feel like it worked. It really worked. I was like, wow. I was interested in their story because the way it was done, it still is very interesting. Although, if I'm being honest, I did not like the boyfriend character. He's like, I don't know, he looks like a weak, doesn't want to take responsible. So I did not like him that much, if I'm being honest. But I did like the other guy more. And I definitely like the center girl, she is really in this weird situation. So I could see she will be end up with the other guy, if I'm being honest here. End of this series, we will see that she is like ending up with the other guy, not the boyfriend, because he's such a coward and he doesn't want to commit. And I was like, how is it make any sense? What is he saying to her? And somehow when you watch it, it makes sense. I was like, what? So that is testament to this show. I could check out next episode and see how it's going. So yeah, this is a very unusual story here. So I don't know how people will react to this, but it is very interesting plot. But I could guess the ending, but it still is very interesting. The way it was done, that is why it's interesting. Like, not the story itself, I will say. The way the character development here, it is where you will be interested. You're like, well, let's see where it's going. Although I don't like this kind of story, like, because it could go to the direction people will not like. So that is why I'm like a little bit also nervous how will audience react to this show. Then again, this kind of show I see always have a solid fan base. So yeah, I'm excited to see where the story goes next. That means that yeah, I still found it to be very entertaining because this is still was very funny. Honestly, some of the dynamic between the character is really is funny. There's some decent scene in this, although the episodes are so not that long, and yet it was interesting. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this series. If you enjoyed my this review, don't watch other reviews on other Japanese show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.